Hey up now, folks. I'd like to thank the 6,000 people to have a look at these international tractors that are behind us, and a bit of steam engine and whatever else we've been up to. There's this plough that I'm just put back into workshop, which I've didn't come as good nick as this. It's quite nice that it's still got a bit international on it, but it would be nicer to have a bit more international on than that, as you can hardly make it out. It sort of faded off. We've put some different plough discs on with some skim arms. We've freed various bits off, straightened arms off, added weights to it, as the 4-4 plough would just go in the ground on its own. This one so much. And then young Jamie Ward was asking why we didn't take the roadless to the ploughing match at Bevy Horse Society, and the reason was because there was a bit of a bad diesel leak on the diesel injector, and I'd repiped this myself, so that was a bit of a disaster that it had cocked up really. But anyway, Alistair Broadwick just said there's a few folks said, is this bit split, which I don't think it would have done. It's fairly strong steel, but whether it's just the oil, whether the olive that had gone, so I've just cut the bit of pipe off and put another olive on, and it seems to have sealed it up. The other thing that seems to be bugging me is I've spent quite a bit of time neatening up the hoses, and they've started leaking as well, and I can't make out whether it's one of these joints that's on quite a tight bend there, but what I think it is what looks to be quite obvious or common coming by is the oil coming from the top of this filler cap here. It seems to dribble on after you've had it run, so I'll leave this bonnet catch off for quite a bit to find out what it is, and if it is this tank, I think I might just try and swap it for someone else. And there's all the various other oil leaks to fix in time as well. Hopefully I won't spend as much time on this as winter as I did last time, and I'll get and put some of the cine film on that I have. I've got a load converted, but I haven't got it quite done yet. There's various bits of free elephants walking through Scarborough that I would like to get done once I find out a bit more. I thought it might be to do with Billy Smart Circus, but it might be some other local circus. I was faffing about with this car that's maybe seen in background, as I've got to a point where it's nearly ready to put wheels on and get it running. But I think the key fob's the problem with it, as I can't get it to turn over. Well, no, I can get it to turn. Well, I can't get it to turn over anymore. I was getting it to turn over, but it just wouldn't fire. And then if I put some petrol and a hose up to engine, it would get it to go. It would start to turn over and splutter a bit. So I thought it was maybe fuel pump. So I've had the fuel pump off, and then I've had it hooked up to one at batteries, and then I've just had it circling around with some central heating oil that I had spare and going around in a drum. And it was pumping, so I've put it back on, but it's immobilised. That I think's the issue. So I'll give that a go, and then I might have a little treat with this thing coming up soon. With this nice BWD6 from mid-50s. They're built from 52 to 58, and I've just acquired a plough for that, a B300 plough, which is age related, although it's not the best nick, and it's in the wrong colour. It's paint early, so I'll have that coming up, I think. I don't know. It'd be nice to maybe put them all in a line, the BWD6 and the two B450s, the two standard type ones anyway, the two normal style ones rather than the Farmall, because it looks a bit gormless, this thing, I think, compared to standard stuff, but it depends. I don't know, some people might like it. It's got a handy box on front of it. Yeah, other than that, I can't think. There's maybe a little diesel leak on here somewhere that wants nipping up. I think it just wants some fresh copper crush olives on there, because it seems to be a bit wet. But anyway, I think I've got the tap freed off. When I sort of set on and got this running, I overhauled it a bit and got the tap to turn off, which is quite an handy thing, really. But yeah, I think that's it. I'll keep you posted when we get some more things happening. But main thing is try and get that car running. As sometime in November, I think it'll be November 10th, it'll be 10 years since I've had it, and it's spent most of its life on them jack stands up there. So I need to get that running, really. And just do a bit more fettling to this plough. I've got the back measurements of these two furrows now equal, because before they're a bit different, so that might make a bit of difference. And then I want to get rid of these weights that are on it. I do need some weights on the plough because I can't get it dropped in. And I would like to make, I've made a cardboard template, and I would like to make it's hollow underneath there. Ooh, it's hollow underneath there. And so I would like to make some lead weights that I can maybe get 4 different ones, 2 there and 2 there, so I aren't spoiling the effect of the plough. So it still looks original, but it's still keeping some weight to punch it in. I don't know what all them things are. Anthony Farming Evening, hello, say hi. Oh, nice one. Anyway, cheers for that. I'll maybe sign out at that instead of waffling on when we get something else happening. But yeah, I don't know if you've seen it or not. I've put a video recently up of this mower, which was my first time having a go, as I've never done any mowing before. But quite enjoyed it, keen to do a bit more. Maybe not a massive field, but a little one. Right, cheers, I'll see you, bye. How do you sign out of this thing?